Hey friend, come and make an order with us. So we're going to get ready to color our funded. We got our 10-year-old in the building. As you guys can see, we got pink, green, and brown. And we're going to make this funded. So we're going to go ahead and separate our funded pieces of what we're going to be using. They're all white, what we're starting out with. And so what I like to do is go ahead and, break them apart, process them, do whatever is necessary, pull them apart, knead them together is basically how you should be saying it. So we're going to knead it all together until we get our color, what we're looking for. Small amounts goes a long, long way. I promise you they do. And so you don't need that much food coloring. You can use regular food coloring or gel food coloring. I like to use gel food coloring. So as you guys can see, we did the brown, we did the pink, and we did the blue greenish kind of looking. And so I like to go ahead and storage them. And so we have a circle cutter. This cutter is different shapes on both sizes, and we just turned them over. You're going to need both of those. We did that with the blue and we did that with the pink, as you guys can see. All right, next up we use our piping gel and we put those together. We also had this pretty looking brown that we used. It's just going so fast for me. We added a little glitter to those. All right. So yeah, I believe this 10-year-old did an amazing job. She listened very well. She did what she was told to do. She didn't even ask me any questions. She just was excited to do it. As you guys can see, her little hands is moving diligently so fast. And so we're just moving quickly in this. I don't know what those embossers, animal embossers called. I think I got those from Amazon, but yeah. So I color those gold on that aluminum foil, as you guys can see. And so we're going to make girl and make these little small leaves, big leaves, because we're doing chocolate up strawberries and we're going to do the toppers for our candy apples. All right. And so I like to use Talos powder, and sometimes I use powdered sugar to keep it from sticking. That way the fondant tastes good when they eat it. But anyway, we're just using all our molds. That is the grass mold. All right, we have the bow mold because we want some little bows on this. So I try to give y'all a close-up view of how these embossers turned out to look. And I'm just, checking to see how I want it, clean up my area. So now the main thing is we want to get our strawberries dried up with two toothpicks in, our chocolate melted, and we want to dip our chocolate dip our strawberries in this chocolate. And I like to do mine twice because I don't like that snake skin looking kind of stuff. All right, we're just going. Okay, we're gonna dip all these. The main thing is just make sure they're all dry. If you try to do these wet, or if there's some wetness or residue, trust me, it will cause your chocolate to seize and you can't bring your chocolate back. And so from scraping the bottom of my strawberries, because I was, rushing or whatever, I had to go back in and fill those in with some extra chocolate and place those back down. All right, so I sprayed them with some edible glitter spray that was silver, and then now I'm using chocolate, and I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna add my little leaf toppers that I had. I'm going to add all my animals that I want to add, just to make sure that my strawberries look just like my toppers. All right. And they can be to your liking or what you think is best. And so we're going to go ahead and we're going to continue to do that. I sure appreciate you guys for watching. All right. We're getting all those berries together, all decorated nice and pretty. All right, we're down to the last one. Okay, we're going to add some more leaves. We're going to add some more decorations to it. We want to make it look good. We're going to add some little bows because it is a girl safari thing. All right, we packaged them in a box. Y'all seen those? That was so pretty. So here's our candy apples. We had our bamboo sticks that we're going to implement in our apples. Okay, and we got all our apples up here. They've already been dipped. I noticed one thing about that was when I made my toppers, I should have made sure that they was already for me to put on my candy apples. So after I dip my candy apples in with my candy apples mixture, I was supposed to use that to apply to the candy apple. And I forgot because the little one was there and I did not want her to, you know, get hurt or anything. So now I'm having to improvise. So I actually thought about all these million things and nothing worked. And so I ended up having to use some regular fun. And I put the funding on there to stick it on there because everything else was just sliding out. I was getting frustrated and I'm like, what is really going on? Trying to just improvise for the 10-year-old, but all is well. So we ended up using the funding, and that's what I'm doing here, showing you guys that I use a piece of funding and it did not have Talos powder in it. Okay, so we just used it as a glue dot. All right, and we applied it on all our apples and we made sure they were on there. We didn't push too hard because we didn't want to mess up our toppers, our animals. And so, yeah, we just continued to apply these and kept going. And so that's what you're going to do. You're going to apply your toppers and keep going. But make sure you got your process down pat. I was trying to, I don't know, think of that animal thing, but it's okay. So, what are some things you guys are working on? Place them in the comments below. All right, we're back to our video. Okay, so we are adding more toppers to our apples, and we're gonna do this. And later on, I should be able to show you guys some apples that basically they say they're not properly clean. When your apples get a lot of bubbles on them, they say they're not properly clean. And sometimes I have to do 24 hours, but it's always best to do your apples 48 hours in advance, you know. But these, I believe, was the same day process. So I did more than I needed so that way I can have enough to do what I needed to do for the 10-year-old. All right, I'm just going to move these to the side and I'm going to get ready to do those other apples and make them very pretty as well. We're going to add the toppers on those. We're going to add our funding again like we did the first time. All right, and I'm just going ahead and putting the funding on at the beginning. All right, and so hopefully I can turn around. Those are gorgeous, aren't they? So we're going to continue that process, and shortly I'll be able to show you guys. And I know y'all can see on there like that middle apple there where some bubbles started to come. Okay. And because it's like one or two of those, I could use it, but I really don't like to use it. But because it's for video purposes, it's okay. All right. See, I can hide it. It's all right. So, okay, those, no. You will see my finger go like, no, 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 no. We can't. Oh, they look so ugly, like they got measles or something. But okay, we're going to take them out, throw them in the trash, and keep on going. All right. So we did our next batch of apples. All right.